Hello, welcome to Smash on WOW FM 100.5 or streaming worldwide at wowfm.org. I am John and we are here tonight with our very, very special guests, Brad and Luke from Down and Out. How you guys doing?
Hey, yo.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't just try the mics again. I may not have had them up.
Hello.
Is it mic time?
Yeah, it's mic time.
Oh, it's my time.
Boom, boom, boom. Time for puns. We've got Down and Out in. Of course, there's going to be a lot of puns tonight. Just then was their song. Was that your last No, I think you dropped a single after that. Was that your last single?
Second to last.
Second to last, I thought so. Featuring Emmy Mac, which would have been a big thing. Would have got some, would have bumped the numbers up a bit. And then just before that was Green Day's new song, The American Dream, from their album Saviors that came out on the 19th, which was just last Friday. And mixed reviews, but it's Green Day, so I don't really think they care. It's probably number one. And that's the way it goes. How do you guys feel about Green Day?
I like them.
Yeah, I mean, they're great.
Yeah.
I kind of think about Green Day in the same way that I think about, like, the Rolling Stones or something. Like, they don't ever need to put out another good album.
Yeah, that's...
And apparently they know that. Because they can just keep playing stadiums forever on American Idiot. So.
And well, why wouldn't you anyway? There's a lot of bands that I think are like that people just expect too much from them. Like they've released, the best is already behind them. Just be happy that it's there. If they happen to release something that's half decent, just enjoy it. If not, then it is what it is.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get on to you guys though. So we do have two of the guys from Down and Out. So tell us a little bit about you. Introduce yourselves properly to listeners.
My name is Luke and I'm here to say... Over to you, man.
I'm Brad.
Couldn't compete with that intro.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so we have bass player Brad and vocals.
Yes.
Yes. Let's get straight to the sort of boring-ish, but people want to know how'd you guys form? Like, what's the go there? How'd you guys meet?
We met in primary school.
Yeah.
You two?
Yes.
Ah.
Yep. I was in year 1 and he was in reception.
Not this story.
Were you friends right from then, or was it a bit of a rocky start?
My brother, who was also in the band, Alec, was in Brad's year, so they were a year below me, and you guys were friends, right?
Yeah.
And so
we're friends through all of primary and high school.
Yeah.
So you all went pretty much to the same schools. Which school was that? What area?
Our primary school was Our Lady of the Manger.
Yep.
Praise be. And
high school was Nazareth
Catholic College.
Yep.
Praise be.
There you go. Praise be. Yes. Make sure you add that in. All right. So but you're all sort of you're based in Adelaide, obviously.
Yep.
Where do you guys practice though in your writing space? There, sort of, because aren't you guys a little bit kind of spread out a bit now?
We don't need to practice anymore. We're pros.
Exactly.
Practice in years.
Blake, the other guitarist, basically just built us like a practice room in the back of his house.
Oh,
yeah,
that's handy.
So yeah,
we just all meet there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep, but like only once every blue moon because you don't actually practice. So
yeah, it's pretty much it's more so like just a band meeting. Who we got gripes with. That sort of thing.
Yeah. As in like other bands you have gripes with, or within the band?
Both. Depends how we're feeling on the day. Sometimes we internalize all our hatred, and sometimes we just make it other people. We project it onto other people.
So you guys get together. You don't just have a group chat and then just go nuts on the group chat.
Yeah. There's actually no instruments in the practice room. We just go in there and fight.
There's a few tools though.
Sorry, a few what?
Tools.
Was that an inside joke or I missed that one?
No, just like,
we're tools.
Tools.
Yes, there you go. Okay, boom. Missed that one. Anyway, all right. So when I do get bands in, I do ask them to kind of pick a couple songs, usually a local, and then one of just kind of anything. They usually pick a metal, punk, and hardcore song. You guys decided to go with something like extremely heavy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always forget because we go on a few local radio shows and they're usually like metal, punk, hardcore themed, and I'm like, play Carly Rae Jepsen.
Yeah. We absolutely derail their show basically.
And I always forget, like as soon as I sent through the thing, I was like, oh wait, whatever.
No, I'm all for it. Like everyone always picks something just generic, and no, that's good. So do you guys want to introduce the song? We might as well get straight into this. Probably the heaviest song that will ever be played on Smash.
Yeah. This is not the local song. This
No,
is
not the local one. Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, it's brutal. It's going to shake your speakers.
Let's just
Yeah.
get straight into it, eh? What is going on? So that was a bit of a preview into your guys' your artist picks a bit later on there. So
Spoiler alert.
there you go, banger alert. There you are. So yeah, we do have Down and Out in the studio with us right now, Brad and Luke. How you guys doing?
Hot.
Hot.
Yeah.
Yes. We are in Adelaide. We're in Semaphore, and it is absolutely boiling. And it is like 11 o'clock at night, and it's still like 30 degrees. So
Yeah.
but we'll get to the weather a bit later on. Enough of that now. We've got the boys in the studio, so we'll start talking to them about some influences, about some dream artists you want to collab with. So we'll start with some influences. What would be? You guys wrote 2 EPs last year.
Yes.
Or released
Yeah. Well,
them.
yeah.
You released them last year.
Yep.
Was that always a plan, or was it going to be an album, or what was it go there?
No, always EPs.
Yeah. It wasn't the plan to release 2 EPs in a year, but it was it was even less so the plan to do an album. We just did an EP, and then
It just kept going.
Yeah.
yeah, like by the time the first EP we recorded we hadn't even put all the singles out because it took us so long to get everything together. We had already recorded a second EP.
Yeah.
So then we were like, well,
Yeah. Then we
And-
dropped the EP in February.
Yeah,
or
the
January or
first
something.
one.
Yeah.
So did you write these two? So they were written a little bit apart then.
About a year apart.
yeah.
So were you sort of listening to different music, different music when you're writing them, or sort of always sort of having the same sort of influences?
I think so. For the first EP, we went in being like, we want to sound like the story so far. And then,
Everybody.
Stevie was just like, nah.
nah, I mean, if you guys want to make music that sounds like it came out 10 years ago, okay, cool, we can do that. If you want to make music that sounds modern that people care about, we can do that though. And so we did that. And then I can't remember what we were listening to after the first EP.
Yeah,
'cause
but we kind of went into the studio knowing that we didn't want to write the story so far this time around.
Yes.
So we're probably listening to less of that, more of like New Stand Atlantic.
Yeah, more like modern high production
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
More cutting edge pop punk that's happening at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah, pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah. But then also just like other stuff as well. Like we listen to a lot of pop music.
Yeah, like pop punk. So obviously our first EP is pop punk, but I feel like pop punk isn't really pop or punk anymore. And what I
Yeah, it's
want to
losing less and less.
Yeah.
what I want to do is like take actual punk music, like hardcore music and that sort of stuff, and actual pop music, like, you know, Dua Lipa, Charlie XCX, all that crap that I listen to, and actually put those together and not just make whatever All Time Low was doing 15 years ago.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of because there's so many subgenres of punk, metal, hardcore, all of that. It's hard to know, like, because what you think old school punk could be like. Some people could think it's the Ramones. Some people could think it's Green Day and Offspring because that's still 30 years ago. Some people could even think it's Neck Deep because that was 10 years ago. Like, it's just When you guys think old school punk, what do you guys think? Because I think old school. I probably am thinking more sort of the Ramones and Sex Pistols type stuff.
I'm thinking, like that stuff.
Yeah.
But I also think
I
of,
don't
like,
necessarily listen.
I
to
also
that.
think like,
I think like 80s hardcore.
yeah.
Yeah. Like Green Day and Offspring, do you put that in sort of the old school punk, or is that more pop punk? Or 'cause some people don't think it's pop punk, some people think even skate punk or whatever. There's so many different.
I probably put the Offspring more because I was listening to like Americana and stuff. But then like for Green Day, like I got into American Idiot, which was
I think it depends which album was.
yeah.
Green Day
I
a
didn't
bit
get
too.
into like early Green Day.
Yeah, like
I got into American Idiot, then went back.
yeah, like post Dookie was very punk, like Smoothed Out, Slappy Hours, and all that stuff. Dookie was pretty much punk, and then then they've kind of. And then emo, whoever knows what that is, because I don't know if that has a sound, but anyway.
Whatever my chem sounds like. That's what emo is.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. So with your influences, so you've got a new EP. You were saying you're currently writing a new EP.
Nope, recorded.
Oh, done. Wow, you guys don't mess
You got
around.
the scoop.
You do not mess around. Is it release anytime soon, or are you gonna?
Well, it's still being mixed. at the moment.
Right. So still got
But,
some,
yeah.
and then probably release single or two, and then do
Yeah.
the rounds and stuff like that.
Yep.
Smash some film clips out. You guys like to have fun with those.
Yeah, we've got a couple of ideas for film clips. We want to get a bit more sort of like DIY scungy with it. We've done
nice.
some super high production.
Yeah,
glittery
really nice,
ones.
like sort of,
Yeah,
hypercolor type stuff.
Yeah, we want to
Yeah.
see if we can just like strip it back.
Oh, yeah, nice. So, has there been, from this batch of songs, have you all got like a single that stands out from it all? Or is it just bangers? They're all bangers. You love them all.
They're all bangers.
There's nothing standing
In
out.
true down and out fashion. All bangers.
In true down.
No, there are some that I'm just like, this is insane.
Yeah, there's a
So
couple
influence-wise, anything different coming into this album, you reckon then?
A bit.
we've deranged.
Are you getting or experimental, or as in deranged lyrically, or
Experimental.
sonically?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to
Like,
explain.
You're not bringing any new instruments or anything, are you?
Nah.
There's a few.
Nah, just like, again, the influences. Like, we've gone into this one with like the new Bring Me stuff in mind, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know. Yeah, there's also like turnstile influence, stuff like
fan-
that.
yeah.
Just like,
There's one like kind of hardcore song.
Well,
There's
Turnstile,
one-
they're a good band because they definitely have a sort of old school punk hardcore sound, but also sounds super modern as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've done well. I'm a massive fan of those guys. I would have to say, but anyway, let's get back into the music. We're gonna pick your We're gonna jump into your local pick that we just sort of had a sneak preview just before. You guys have played with these guys, haven't you?
Yeah, a couple
Many
times. We
times,
played with
yeah.
them in September most recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you friends with them, or are you just fans
Yeah.
of the music?
I
guys.
can't stand them. But they pull good numbers, so. Yeah, they're all legends.
Yeah. We love them.
It's a Phantom friendship. Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, this song is Phantom by Wolf and Chain. We've got Dan and Out in the studio. Enjoy this one on Smash. And before that, we had Dan and Out's local artist pick, Wolf and Chain, Phantom. And a few of those bands you guys have played with know very well. Like, basically all of them except for Neck Deep.
Yep. No,
Yeah.
we haven't played with yours truly.
Nah.
Though I met Michaela the other week. Ayo.
Yeah.
Name
What-
drop.
at a show or just out and about? At
Just at an
Soho?
industry party.
Oh, right. Okay. Just with some insiders around, don't want to name drop too much.
Bringing our big dongs around. You know
Nice. Yes.
We did play the same night as Neck Deep and yours truly.
Yes.
Yeah, down the road from them.
Yes, and they took everyone that would have come to our show.
Yeah, sure
I'm
did.
Sure.
Did they? I heard it was the other way around, but anyway. So yeah. Anyway, like so tours. How crazy? You went on tour with So or just played with them?
Went on tour.
Yeah, we went on tour with them. We played sort of like the second leg of their tour.
Yeah.
Sydney, Wollongong, Melbourne.
You're pretty toured up. You're pretty experienced on the tour. Pretty seasoned veterans now.
Yes, we did like 3 or 4 last year.
Yeah.
Usually take an East Coast band with you as well.
Yes. So we did one with So and then we did one later in the year with Drastic Park from Melbourne.
Ah, yeah, those
So
guys.
they both toured and they just brought us along with them.
Oh, right. Yep. Okay. So it was their tour and you guys
Yeah.
with them. Oh, right. And are they crazy guys or is it pretty boring on the front? Any bands that you toured with that are like don't want to tour them again, or you do want to tour them again, depending on
I'd
bit
tour
crazy
with,
or they're
I'd
all...
tour with either of them.
Yeah.
again. We didn't like get to spend heaps of time with them though. Oh, so we did because we drove all in one mini van
yep.
thing.
We all slept.
Yeah, it was.
We all
yeah.
slept and listened to Creed when we were away.
Oh, nice.
Creed and
nice.
Nickelback.
Yes, that's the good stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was chill. But it's usually like, I don't know,
Jurassic
because
Park, we just met up in each city.
yeah, maybe internationally it would be a different thing, but in Australia you just spend half the tour driving in a car with your own bandmates.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not as glitz and glamorous as people might think it is.
Yeah, the rock star lifestyle.
Any other band? Has there been any bands you've come across that live the rock star or try to live it? And it could be hilarious because they don't live up to the rock star lifestyle, but they at least attempt it.
I don't know.
Down and Out.
Probably us. Yeah. I'd say if you asked
Down
any
and Out.
other band that, they'd probably say, yeah, those guys think they're rock stars. They're just some guys.
It's just normal dudes. Okay. What about shows? Have you had some crazy things go down at your shows? Tell us about a typical down and out live gig.
Down and Out live gig. I don't know. What happens?
Play music.
Yeah, we
Bit of
play
pop punk.
some
Something
songs.
goes wrong.
Yeah, something will go wrong. And,
Yeah, like something will break or
and then we all just point and laugh at whoever's gear broke.
Yeah.
Just carry on with the
So
set.
what sort of gear? Are you guys still using amps, or are you guys like in the DI sort of thing?
amps?
or-
You mean like
Amps.
1970s?
maybe my grandpa used amps.
Yeah. Well, that's
amps? Oh, those things that Led Zeppelin used.
yeah. Now it seems the way most ways it should be now. But there's people that still want to lug their big fridges and big huge cabs in and then just have this wall of sound on stage and have nothing but feedback going on. But
Yeah.
No, we're all digital, all DI,
Yeah.
everything.
That's from my experience. It's definitely the way to go.
It's just so much easier.
It is got
Yeah.
so much more control, and plus it's more.
com-
It's just better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's compact. You can fly with everything in just a few travel cases.
Yep.
It's so good.
It is. So what sort of gear do you use though? You're not using a laptop, or have you got like some like racks and all that type of stuff?
I defer to Brad because I don't know anything about any.
Oh, we got the vocalist. I use a
myself.
microphone.
yeah, I know
barely
what
know
mic is
myself.
mine.
We have like
Barely know what mic's yours.
no, we just have like a rack unit. I don't know.
Kempers.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have some
Kempers.
Kempers.
Yeah. So
I
yeah.
still use some pedals, but it's bass, so like
Yeah.
whatever. I can't afford a Kemper as well.
Kemper's a little bit. That's my next one when I can get around to
Yeah.
affording it.
And Henry has a little pedal. I don't know what it's connected to, but he presses it, the drummer, and it starts the song.
Yeah, and
and
backing
then we
tracks.
hear the
Some backing track. Oh, he's got a pedal to
Yeah, dude's
Trigger
an
'em.
engineering genius. And
yeah.
figured out
He's
how
like
to-
he's got a degree in electrical engineering or mechanical engineering or
Ah,
something.
that's handy.
So the rig
That's
is
handy. A
his
drummer.
domain. Yeah.
It is handy when a drummer knows what he's doing.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Because he's like, the drums is like the guy, like the center of
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's the one,
Especially if
who
you got
knows the
backing
whole
tracks and the
system.
drummer's playing to him, and then that means you're just playing straight to the drummers. So
Exactly.
they don't mean to put the pressure on them, but it's all down to them pretty much.
Yeah. Things always go wrong during the setup or like sound check or something, but he always figures it out, and the shows almost always go perfectly smooth.
Ah, nice. Ah, yeah. So did you ever use amps in the beginning? And then you made the change, and you was like, "What the hell was that crap?" Or have you just always been streamlined? Let's just
Must
Bracket
have- we must have
DI.
used amps
yeah.
because we weren't always DI,
Back-
but I don't ever record us lugging.
so
amps
long ago,
around.
you just can't remember.
Yeah, I think we must have.
We must have, because we've got amps. We've got big.
Yeah.
We've got instruments.
Yeah.
We've got big
I mean,
orange
like-
cabs that I'm trying to sell. If anyone wants to buy an orange cab,
Oh,
let
an
me
orange
know.
cab. Anyone out there, listeners? Orange cab.
I mean, like-
Message in on
And Marshall heads, if anyone
0493
wants to buy some
291
Marshall
155.
heads.
I've got
Marshall
like
heads.
a coffee stand that like, plug it in and turn it on. Yeah, it does make noise, but
Coffee stand. If you want a coffee stand, text in on 0493 291
I've got a big
155.
square orange dust collector in my front lounge.
So you say vocalist, but do you play guitar or any other instrument? Guitar, bass?
I was a drummer for years, and that I can play guitar. Like I write all our songs just on an acoustic guitar.
Okay, so are you sort of the instigator of the songs? So songwriting, how do you go about that? Let's get onto that, the songwriting process.
this guy.
So he does.
I'm not a songwriter.
I just hear a song, and I'm like, oh, I thought it was going to do this. Like when I listening to songs for the first time, like listening to an album for the first time, is really, really good songwriting fuel for me. That's actually where most of my songs come from, because I'll be listening to a song and then I'm like, oh, I thought it would do this, or I expected the vocals to do that, and then
you
I'm
just
like,
do that.
and I'll just do that.
That's actually pretty clever and simple as, but no one's
Yeah.
ever, I'm like, yeah, that's actually an interesting way of looking at it. Yeah, so you kind of like start with like a just acoustic guitar, vocal line or something, and then just say, "Guy, here it is. Let's work on it together."
Yeah. Me and Brad, or me and Alec, will jump in Reaper and like sometimes flesh it more out, demo it properly, put some electric guitars and some drums and shit on it.
Still very much a skeleton of a song. Though.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
we don't get too into it. We used to, but
Yeah, we make him just like a pop punk song from 2001. Just
Well,
two
I
guitars,
kind of,
bass,
I
drums,
get,
vocals.
I mean, myself as well. I get carried away with production and stuff, but I try to, but I often forget to the whole sort of, if it's a skeleton of the song, if it's good just as an acoustic vocal, then once you add layers to it, you're going to make it massive. So
Yeah,
as long as
exactly.
like the bare basics of the song's still good, so like, if you take away everything and then you've got nothing, with sometimes those songs are good. But anyway, like I try to kind of keep to that. As long as the bare basic skeleton of the song is good, and if you can play an acoustic version that sounds sick, then the punk version, the heavy version is going to sound even better.
Yeah, like if you've got good hooks, good melodies, and like the vocals, like bonus points if the vocal melodies are like they imply interesting chords and stuff like that. They don't have to be insane, but
Well, I will have to sort of commemorate to you guys, if that's the right word. You do give credit to you guys. Your vocals are very colourful, very interesting. Like there's not too much boring verses or boring like everything's pretty like, oh, that's good, and keeps you engaged, keeps you listening. It's good. Like very very colourful and very good and tasteful, and I very good, nice modern pop punk vocals.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
Yeah, you should be proud of yourself.
I try to be.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure our listeners will agree with that too. Anyway, we've been chatting for a little while. We better get back into the music. We haven't played too much heavy stuff, so... All right, we were just having some interesting thoughts in the WOW studio. We have Dan and Al in here with on Smash tonight, your weekly dose of metal, punk and hardcore on WOW FM 100.5 or around the world at wowfm.org. Luke, do you want to care to share with the listeners that thought that was deep?
That was pretty dumb.
I was just thinking, I don't know if I'm like a crazy person, but like when I drive through, this happens like kind of often, but one example is when I drive through a green light, when I'm most of the way through the intersection, I think, oh, what if that was a red light actually? What if it looked like a green light to me?
Your brain's playing tricks on you.
Yeah, but like I hallucinated a green light and it was actually red, or like I'm having some sort of like psychosis. I'm having a delusion. What if I'm actually in an insane asylum right now? What if I'm in a coma right now?
Actually, wait.
What if none of this is real?
When I was in primary school, I used to have when you used to have to sit around with your legs crossed and face a teacher. I used to have weird thoughts that like, what if this isn't where I am and I'm somewhere else where just sitting with your legs crossed like that is just the dumbest thing in the world? Like, same sort of thought, I guess. Like, yeah, I'm thinking I'm not. Well, what if I'm not actually in front of the teacher? I'm somewhere else, and they're looking at me like, "What the hell is this guy doing?" But
Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting deep here. This is too deep. We got to get to the weather.
Do you guys have that thought though? I just want to check.
I run all the red lights pretty, knowingly.
Okay. So you know they're red and you're going through them.
Yeah.
Are you ever thinking like,
Red's a badass.
like if I'm the guy at the front as well at a red light and it goes green, I'm like, it looks, yeah, that's a green
It
light,
has happened
right?
to me.
I'm gonna go, but I could
similar
be.
thoughts, definitely.
It has
Having
happened
a
to me,
delusion.
and then I look in my rear vision mirror, just making sure the cars behind me just aren't all stopped.
Yeah,
and
if the one next to you, if the one next to you is not paying attention,
we're
you're
in this
gone.
We're in this together.
We're both in straight jackets.
Okay, anyway, let's roll on to the weather. I always get my guests to read out the weather. You guys can see the screen there?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you want to sort of take it in turns or if you want to fight over it, but this is the WOW weather, and these guys are going to read it out to you from down and out.
WOW weather update.
All right. Weather week.
Today was really hot.
Today was hot as balls. Tomorrow, max of 25. That's pretty good. I'm happy about that.
Apparently going to rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, clearing showers.
Classic Adelaide.
Yeah. And then Thursday, dropping again to 22 with a 70% chance of 1 to 5 millimeters. Bet you're no stranger to that, Brad. Couldn't even say your name. I was like, oh, how do I make this joke?
Bad Brad.
Friday, it's a high of 20, and Saturday as well. Yeah.
Sunday, warming back up to 24, followed by next Monday at a
Hot as
cruising
balls.
30 centigrade. Is centigrade and Celsius the same thing?
I've no idea.
30 Celsius and or centigrade.
Yeah. There you are. That is your WOW weather. Brought to you by Down and Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was this pause there. I wasn't sure if we were supposed to say out. I panicked.
I was just keeping the listeners on their toes. So anyway, yeah, so we like to do some silly things now. So a game we like to play when the whole band can't get into the studio is sex, marry or kill.
Yeah.
with the 3 remaining band members that didn't make it. So, Brad, Luke, Brad first.
Can we kill them all?
I was going to say they're all just varying levels of insufferable. So
I don't know. Oh.
Let's put him on the spot. It's a tough one.
I have some.
Go.
I reckon I'd kill Alec.
I mean, he's your brother, and you've known him like.
Yeah,
all
I'm
your
not
life.
gonna have sex with him or marry him. So
Oh, right. Yeah, 'cause I guess killing's the least weird of them all.
yeah.
Yeah, wow. That's a strange one. Killing's the best option.
All right, it always is with Alec. It's the answer to every question with that guy. I reckon Henry would be a phenomenal power bottom, so I'm going to have to slam Henry.
Generates all the power, remember?
Yeah. And Blake seems like he'd be a good, caring husband, so I'm going to marry Blake.
I think I'd probably marry Alec. Yeah.
Well, I thought you were going to kill him.
Nah.
I can't.
Nah. He's alright.
He's all right.
Probably have sex with Henry. He seems like, he knows what he's doing. And I'd probably kill Blake. That guy's jokes are insufferable.
I forgot about that.
Do you want to
shot?
Can you share any of his just terrible and shufflable jokes?
He's just a
Every time we go on tour, he's just got some annoying bit.
He doesn't jump on the mic and banter, does he?
No, he's too scared to jump on the mic. Like, he won't do it in front of other people, but to us, he's just like
Non-stop.
brain off.
Yeah.
And
Just-
loud
he
about
just
it.
embodies just like Tim Robinson.
I love it. Brain off, but loud about it. That's it's interesting.
It's just all terrible puns and bad dad jokes.
What about do you do any good impersonations of the other band members?
I don't think
Are you guys
so.
good at impersonations at all? We do try to get people to try and do a Steve-O impersonation, and no one seems to do a good one.
That's a hard voice to
It seems-
replicate.
yeah, well, it all started because we had the guy from Fair Cool, Jimmy, thought he was pretty good at it. And that's pretty divided people.
I can do a Ray Romano.
He can. He
Oh,
can.
let's do it. Let's go, Ray.
I haven't done this in years, so I might have to.
Drink of water.
Oh, Deborah! Oh, Ma!
It was like real moaning, though. Who's in pain, or what was
It starts,
what was
it
wrong?
starts weird, but then when you hit the Deborah,
Still confused, but
that was actually on my Hinge profile, that impression.
was it?
Yeah.
Got him a girlfriend.
Yeah, well, Lauren never actually, she said she never played it.
Oh, whatever.
Agree,
Yeah,
to,
alright.
agree to disagree.
Yeah, you matched with someone without listening to their voice prompts? All right,
Yeah.
buddy.
Nah, especially with gold like that.
Can we have it one more time before we start playing some more music? This is Ray Romano in the WOW studio.
Oh, Deborah!
All right, let's get into some Adelaide hardcore. This is No Peace on Smash.
I used to, I don't know,
Always
spend
do
my
random
time just, learning a bunch of useless things. I know a lot about psychoanalysis and philosophy.
Yeah, don't know if that's useless though.
It's not a talent. I mean, it's not particularly useful, though.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, yeah, depends what you're doing. Yeah,
Yeah, unless you're just a weird nerd.
is that through study or is that just
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's not get into study. That's too serious, isn't it? We don't want to talk about
Boring.
education.
Nerd shit.
Nerd.
What about you, Brad? You got any secret talents?
Nah. I barely call playing bass a talent.
Got it, man.
That's a bit harsh. You're
I
good.
can
You're up there-
juggle.
Oh,
You
really?
can juggle?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's it though.
yeah. Hey, that's
That's
something.
pretty good. Yeah. Fire, knives, or anything.
He can swallow swords. Oh no, that's like.
Oh, they're not swords.
What about your bandmates? Do they have any useless talents, or even just little irks that just annoy you? And they're like, "Hey, guy, look at this." Like, yeah, we know, we don't care.
Alec has a green thumb. Grows carrots in
he
his spare
gardens.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a useless talent, right?
Make fun of him for it. we went and
Have you
played.
ever-
We played in Sydney once, and he couldn't make
Like
it.
2 months ago.
Yeah, and he couldn't make it because he was on placement at uni. And like the same day we were like posting about the show, he made a post about like, oh, my carrots have sprouted. That was the funniest thing.
So
You're like, we're in Sydney, big show on tonight.
Yeah, so like the band obviously just like reshed everything he did. He's just like,
the duality of man.
I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part.
Has he started bringing like salads to like shows or prac and being
I
like, guys, I
wish.
grew this.
No, he doesn't bring anything.
We did a music video and he lives in Tasmania. So he flew in for the video and he
Wait.
didn't even bring pants.
Oh yeah.
wait. He lives in Tasmania.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he studies there.
So how long has he been living in Tasmania for?
Couple years
Year and a half now.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys don't practice? You guys
We
don't-
practice. We have
Practice without him.
Yeah, we practice without him. We have backing tracks with him on it.
Yeah, he's like you know, like your younger sibling that you just give him the unplugged in controller and they're like, wow, I'm a Goomba. We do that, but live. He's on tracks.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
How are your carrots going, buddy? He's probably listening.
Shout out. Text in on 04 9329 1005. Let us know how carrots are going. All right. So all right. We'll get back into the music and then we'll start chatting to these guys a bit more.
That's all right.
That's good. Hey, it could be worse.
Certainly
could
was.
be worse.
It certainly was when I woke up at like 8 a.m. this morning
Oh.
and it was 30 degrees already. I was
Yeah.
like, what is wrong with this?
I got burnt on the drive home from work. I got
Do
sunburned.
you guys burn easily? Are you beach goers? Oh, wait. You guys like photo shoots with like couches on the beach and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
I don't love the beach though.
Nah, me neither.
I don't like sand. It's
How'd you get that
coarse
couch
and
onto the?
rough.
How'd you get that couch onto
It
the
gets
fucking
everywhere.
beach?
We just put it in.
So whose couch was that?
So that was my mum's couch. She bought a whole new couch because that couch was super old, and it was like,
Oh, so she knew you were taking it.
Yeah.
She
You
was
just rock
like,
up. There's like a bare space in the
she was
lounge
like,
room.
I'm not going to be able to sell this. I might be able to put it on like Facebook Marketplace as like someone just come pick it up, and we were like, oh, let's do a couch
Which
thing.
beach was it? Where like
Odinga.
Oh.
Odinga?
Wollonga or Dinga?
Wollonga. What's it?
Oh, no, it was Oldinga,
yeah. Yeah, okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's all the same to me.
Yeah,
All those
down south somewhere.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
down south.
Before you hit Cape Jeff, go to Kangaroo Island.
Yeah, we just slapped it in a trailer, drove it down. It was one of the beaches that you can drive onto.
Oh yeah,
drove
yeah,
it, like,
yeah,
right
yeah. You have to
there.
go down further south for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like a summer day.
It was so hot,
It was
and we
a
were all
hot
wearing
day.
like jeans and jackets.
Yeah,
and
the beach was.
You do like to get
packed.
kind of like you do like to rep it. You do like to kind of have a bit
It was,
of a
yeah.
bit of riz for your
Yeah.
for your group shots. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta rizz them up. That's what it's all about. It's 80% of what being in a band is.
It's just a riz, yeah. So let's talk about what's next for you guys. Upcoming shows. We got the EP coming up, but do you have any shows booked coming up? We're just sort of laying it low until the.
No comment.
Oh, all right, secretive.
We got some things in the pipes.
We have
Yeah.
been pretty busy. You had a pretty busy 2023. Sounds like it was busier than you expected it to be as well.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
kept getting offered tours, and so we just kept
It just
taking
kept being
them.
in demand. It's like, you know, when you're good and people just want you, it's like it's hard work, you know.
Double-edged sword, am I right?
Yeah.
Blessing and a curse.
It's hard.
Except
It's hard
not
being
a
a
curse.
down.
Just
yeah.
a blessing. Hashtag
blessing.
blessed. Hashtag praise be.
Any more hashtags, or is there a hashtag down?
Hashtag praise be upon him. That one's for my boy Muhammad.
Are we going to say his name on it? Of course you can. We can say any name we
yeah,
want.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
almost 12 o'clock. I think we can say whatever we want. We will try and cram in. We'll have these guys for another little bit more of a chat, but we'll try and cram in some music. As I said, I was going to try and play some bands that are playing the Heavy Fest this weekend. From the Hollow Boys, Lockie and the Hollow Boys, Centipede. Orgy Christ is that song off their album Foul Utterings. It's a great name, isn't it? Or their whole album's called stuff like that. Centipede, Orgy Christ. Yeah, I don't know if it's got anything to do with Human Centipede? Maybe not. Probably not. Maybe. Anyway, we do have the Down and Out boys. We're only about 10 minutes left, so we're going to cram in some music. That was Hello. Just before that was Outsider. They're playing the Heavy Fest. We were going to play a bit more Heavy Fest, but we don't have as much time as we would like because we just keep chatting to these guys about just everything. But we do pretty much have to wrap it up now. So, Brad, Luke, Down and Out, thanks for coming in. Hope you had a great time. Their lips are tightly sealed about what is next for all you Downies out there. Down and Out fans. That's just no disrespect to anybody. Yes, thanks for having us in, guys. Brad, Luke.
Thanks
What's
for having
that?
us.
Oh, yeah, no, thank you.
We're wrapping it up now. This was Smash. We're going to take it away now. We're going to get into sort of the throwback sort of stuff now. This is No Effects. But before we go, I will say one more goodbye to the Down and Out guys because it's been a lot of fun having them in the WOW studio. Check them out on their socials and keep an eye out for when they do release something. As in information on their next release because it's already ready. It's already in the works. It will be out there as soon as you know it. Blink and it'll be here. Thanks again, guys. Down and Out. And we're going to get into some No Effects now. Cheers, guys.
Thank you very
See ya.
much.
Bye.